Okay. Assalamualaikum, Bob. So my name is Hakeem. I've contacted you yesterday actually. So as you know, I am a student mediator from the legal department. So we actually received a complaint on you, which is from one of your co-workers, Linda. So she says that she made a complaint with regards to the indecent pictures in the office. Is it true?
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So she really go for you guys to complain about that matter, huh? A few days ago, she actually came to me to actually complain about it, but I thought it was just a small matter, so I just ignored it.
Yeah, apparently she did make a formal complaint to our ADR office, not to the legal department. So she actually asked us to do a mediation session with you to resolve this issue, since she says that it doesn't go well when she asked you to put the pictures down yesterday. So would you agree with this?
And no, thank you. Why would I want to make this small problem into a big problem? I don't want to make this more than it is. So no, thank you.
Well, okay, it's like this about. She said that if you disagree to do this mediation session, she would actually make a formal complaint to the university, and worse, she would commence a legal action against you in order to protect the peaceful or the secure place of the office lah. So I think it is better for you to do this mediation session rather than having to face a formal complaint against you.
Oh my God, she would go that far, huh? All right. Okay, how about this? I will try to actually agree with her, but under one condition lah. Right. As long as the mediation session should include a legal expert regarding this matter, then I would agree with it. If not, then I'm not. All right.
All right, sure. I will try to find a legal expert to help you guys to sort this out. Anything, I will inform her too regarding your request, and I will contact you later for the mediation session if everything. So thank you. I will contact you later then.
All right. Welcome.
Hello, Nai.
Hi. Waalaikumsalam.
So we will wait for another two person, that is Linda and also Bob.
Okay.
Hello, Linda. How are you?
Hi. I'm fine. Thank you.
Yeah, is Bob here already?
Yeah, I'm here. Hello, you guys could see me, right?
So everyone is here. Yeah, okay. So everyone is here. So good morning, everyone. Please make yourself comfortable. First and foremost, let me introduce myself and also my partner. I am Hakim bin Hamzah, and my partner today is my mediator partners today is Alisa Suhaili. Okay, so we are both a certified student mediator from your department. We have been practiced for around 3 years on the mediation under the ADR, Alternative Dispute Resolutions. So before we begin, can we first introduce all the interested parties in this session? So can we start with Linda first?
Okay. Assalamualaikum. My name is Linda On, and you may call me Miss Linda. I am a graduate student, and I've been in this department for about 2 years now. I met Bob when I first joined this department, and he is my senior actually, and I've always found him to be likable at times. The reason I proposed this mediation is because I I actually want to resolve the issue that I have with him with regards to the, the calendar with the indecent images that he put on his desk. So that's why I wanted to do a mediation session.
Okay. So Bob.
All right. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi
Hello,
wabarakatuh.
Bob. Are you there?
My name is. Yeah, I'm here. You guys can hear me, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Assalamualaikum
Okay, Bob.
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Bob Lee. You guys can address me as Bob. I work at the same department as Miss Linda, but I am 2 years more senior. I have seniority over her. I am here because of a certain someone actually made a fuss over a very small matter regarding my own personal space. Since it was brought up to this point, I will just try to go with it and try to settle this issue as soon as possible.
Understood. Okay, thank you, Bob. Thank you, Linda. But before we further our discussion, our session, I would also like to introduce to all of you to our legal expert as being requested by Bob and as being agreed by both parties. That is Ms. Nat, who is a practicing lawyer, specialized in civil litigation and also acting as the legal advisor of the department. The appearance of Ms. Nat in this mediation session is also considered as private and confidential. She is here as requested and agreed again by both of you to have a view from a legal perspective. Hence, if you disagree with this choice, you may say it now before we commence our mediation session in short. So, are you guys okay?
Yeah, I'm okay with
Yes.
it.
But before we go, can Ms. Nat you introduce yourself first?
Okay, hi. Assalamualaikum. So I'm Nat from Nazira and Associates. I'm a practicing lawyer and also a legal advisor in this department. So I have been in this legal field for about 4 years, and also uh, I'm here to assist Linda and Bob regarding this issue in legal aspects. So yeah, I hope I can help you guys.
Okay, thank you, Nat. Okay. So Linda, Bob, I need both of you. Can you please review the agreement to mediate and other appropriate paperwork that I have given you through my email, mediationtoyou@gmail.com. So please take a look at the paperwork now. And if there is nothing to amend and everything is okay, please sign at the bottom of the page and email it back to me. Okay?
Yeah, I noted.
So before we start, I should clarify to you that me and Hakim have no connection with this case, and our knowledge is limited to what you have presented to us. However, it is not enough for us to form any opinion or any ideas about the nature of your dispute or how it should be resolved. Also, in case there is any question from you, I want to explain the mediation process. Okay? So here in mediation process, we are not a judge or a decision maker. Our job is simply to help each of you think and communicate more clearly with the hopes that you will be able to reach a settlement by the end of this process. Our job is to probe and ask questions. We will help as much as we can to you, explain your case to us in a manner that will help you to re-evaluate your positions and the position of the other party, with the aim to reach a resolution of this dispute. Okay, so I will do everything in my power to assure that the process remains confidential. The pre-submission materials or any other materials that you give me here today are either written to you or destroyed at the end of the mediation. Also, my notes are destroyed at the end as well.
Thank you, Lisa. So now let me briefly describe the procedure that we will be following today. So when I finish my remarks, each party that is Bob and Linda, will make an opening statement. An opening statement is basically a statement of your party's position. It should take from 5 to 20 minutes. Usually, the opening statement would include the history of the dispute, the relief or resolution that you think is appropriate, and anything that you wish to add to shed light on the position of your client. Okay. After each of you makes an opening statement, we will remain together for what is called the joint session. In the joint session, I will ask questions from each of you to make a certain that I understand your position, that I have all the information that I need. At some point in our discussion, we will probably break into separate meeting with each party, that is, we call as a private meeting. During this time, I will meet privately with one party, then with the next. If you wish to disclose things to me that you want me to know, but that you do not necessarily wish for me to disclose to the other side, I want to assure you that what you tell to me will remain confidential. I also want to remind you that if you want something disclosed, you will need to give me permission to disclose it. Are you clear about this? Bob? Linda?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So before we proceed our mediation session, I would like to ask what are the outcomes that both of you are expecting from this mediation session. So Linda?
Well, I would like it if I can work with Bob in a comfortable environment, you know, because where I don't have to worry about feeling like I am being sexually objectified by him.
Well, as for me, I want to
So
work
Bob,
in my own
how about you?
space. As for me, I don't want anybody at the office to actually disturb me while I was working in my own personal space. It is, after all, my own space, right? So that is all I want from it.
Okay, thank you, Bob. Duly noted.
So I will not keep you here against your will, but I
Lisa?
would like your commitment to stay work on resolving the dispute as long as I can see progress being made. But remember, our goal here is to reach an agreement. Therefore, I again commend you for your commitment to this process and your agreement to participate. And to Bob and Linda, if you have no questions at this time, we will begin with our opening statements.
I have no question.
Me too.
Bob? Okay. So to begin our mediation session today, we shall first hear the story from Linda's side. So Linda, what is your concern regarding the dispute between you and Bob? May you
Okay.
explain?
Thank you, Hakeem. Like I've said just now, I've been an office mate with Bob for a couple of years now. We actually work in an office where there are no dividers or barriers in every person's space. So because of that, we can actually see what other people put on their desk. And ever since I moved to this office, to this department, I noticed that Bob has a swimsuit calendar above his desk. I mean, at first it really bothered me, but I didn't think about, confronted him about it because I didn't want like everyone in the office to feel awkward, about it as well. But then he changed his calendar to something worse. Like the models on the calendar are very sexy, and there were even images of of the model being topless. That is really making me uncomfortable and mad because he really crossed the line. I've even tried telling him to put the calendar down, but he refuses to do so. I told him again to do it, to put it down for the second time. But he said, "Oh, this is my desk. I can do whatever I want. Who are you to tell me to put or not put on my desk?" That really pisses me off. Okay?
It's okay, Linda. It's okay. Take a deep breath, relax. Okay. So I understood your concern. So basically, what you are saying that Bob's calendar has an image of a topless woman, which makes you feel uncomfortable and you would like him to take it down. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
All right, thank you, Linda. Please remain calm, yeah? Now, can we get a story from Bob?
Yeah, sure. All right. In this case, Linda actually needs to chill out. All right. She really doesn't need to make a fuss out of this thing. There is nothing to argue about. All right. I have been sitting in my office around 4 years already. Okay. And I have no difficulty living there and doing my job there. Okay. My side of story is actually very simple. I just sit on my own working space and I just put anything that I want. Anything, for example, like my favorite calendar that she so despised about. Right. And it is on my own working desk, not hers. The picture is actually arguably very decent for me, it is. And it is not really an issue to talk about.
Understood, Bob. But Bob, can you actually show me the calendar that you put on your table?
Yeah, sure. All right, here it is. Okay. As you guys can see here, all right, sis Linda, you actually need to relax yourself regarding this matter, all right? There is nothing offensive about this. And it is actually your choice to either to look at it or to care about it, all right? This calendar is actually on my own working space, on my own desk, not yours, right? Everyone in the office has their own rights, right? And I'm simply exercising mine, okay? In the past 2 years, there was no problem between all the office mates and me. And then suddenly, you're the only one that confronted me, all right? I thought the silence in the past 2 years that you actually doesn't care about it, and then suddenly you come to me. It seems that I'm wrong.
Okay, hold on. Is this the photo that Bob put on his desk, Linda?
Well, that's one of the photos, the decent photos in the calendar. But that's not the only one. There are numerous other images of indecent, images of women, like this one. You see? Like, what is this,
Oh,
Bob?
hang suka hati yang main tunjuk barang-barang aku, no?
Hey, hang tu letak dulu gambar ni kat keledang siapa?
Awak ambil spesifik daripada tempat aku.
Dah,
Pula.
Bob.
Hey.
Dah, Bob. Okay, please relax. It's okay.
Asyik
So we
bedo.
are here. Okay, Bob. Okay. So we are here to resolve a dispute between you guys. So I really need cooperation between you guys. I understand the frustration that both of you are having right now. But I really need now you guys to relax, breathe. So I need both of you to be positive and remember our objective is to resolve these issues as soon as possible. So Linda, Bob, I hope you both of you can give me a cooperation by maintaining your composure and by staying positive. So Bob, I actually have one more questions for you. Is there anyone else in the office that have complained to you about the pictures?
So far, no. She's the only one.
Understood. So is there anything else that you wanted to add?
I have nothing to add now.
Thank you, Bob. So Linda, do you have anything to say?
No, nothing.
Okay, all right then. I believe that we have all the facts that we need. Now we will proceed to a private session with each of the parties, with Bob and Linda, to discuss a possible settlement that we can reach soon. We will start the meeting with Linda first for 30 minutes, and then we will proceed with Bob for 30 minutes. So I would like Bob to wait for a while we discuss with Linda, okay?
Wait.
Don't worry, we will get back to you soon. All right, yes, Linda?
I just want to warn Bob that if he insists on keeping the calendars, I would really take legal action against him. I'm that serious, okay?
Ingat aku takut lah.
Okay.
Okay. I understand, Linda. Okay, it's okay, Bob. We will talk about this after this, okay? I hope both parties can respect each other more after this and create a harmony discussion instead of this argument. So stay positive.
So right now we settle first. All right, guys. And again, I would like just to inform that we will be having a private session with Linda and Bob separately. This private session will be joined by our Miss Nat, our lawyer, who will give her view on the legal side. And I think we will conduct it tomorrow around 9 a.m. for Linda and 9:30 a.m. for Bob on the morning, inshallah. Would you guys be available?
Yeah, I'm available.
Yes.
Good. Yes, I would be glad to join and help out you guys. Plus, I don't have any plan for tomorrow morning.
Okay. All right. Sure. All right. See you guys tomorrow morning.
All right.
Hello, guys. Assalamualaikum and good morning. How are you, Linda?
I'm good.
Nat?
Alhamdulillah, I'm good.
Okay. So right now we are entering our private session where you can tell what it is what you are seeking in resolving the dispute. So before we start, I would like to inform you that this private session is private and confidential. Hence, whatever is discussed here will not be shared to the other side unless you consented to it. I would also like to remind you that we are in no position to tell you how to solve the dispute, as we are only facilitating you to reach settlement. So, Linda, you may start telling us your concern. Please do so.
Thank you, Hakim. Well, to tell you the truth, I've always felt uncomfortable ever since I saw the swimsuit calendar on his desk. But I thought I should not be bothered because I don't want to make everyone in the office feel awkward if I confronted him. Because Raj and Mealy, they are good friends with him. Especially Raj, since they are good friends. But when he changed the calendar to the current one with topless images of women, I can't hold back. He has crossed the line when he puts up those calendar. It felt like he only thought of women as a sexual object. You know? And just
Understood. So, have you talked about this with anyone else in the office?
I did actually. I think I talked to Millie about 2 days ago about the calendar, and she confided to me that she was actually uncomfortable about it, but she was not willing to confront him because she didn't want to make things worse as we all work in the same space, in the same office.
I see. Uh, Nat, do you have any question to ask to Linda?
Yes, actually, Linda, aside from the calendar, did Bob ever touch you or do anything that makes you uncomfortable?
Well, he never inappropriately touched me or anything like that, but he did occasionally make double meaning jokes, with sexual innuendos in it, which I think is not appropriate considering that we are in a working environment. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Well, actually, you can bring action against him, either in civil or criminal suits. And the sexual harassment is any sexual conduct that's happening, especially at the workplace. It also can be verbal, visual, psychological, or physical. And also, it can cause person to be offended, humiliated, or threatened. And this also can happen between the same genders or men or also women. For examples, by showing obscene materials to others and publicly, and also showing sexual innuendo jokes. So I also, as a woman, would be uncomfortable too. So okay, maybe for him it's just pictures of beautiful women and it's just a joke. But to be honest, it may be offensive to other women. And it is understandable that everyone has their own desires, but when it comes to workplace there are professional ethics that should be followed. So I think it's better for him to just keep it to himself, I guess.
Oh, I see. But So is it better to bring legal action against him, or instead of doing this mediation session?
Well, I can be your lawyer. Okay. Okay, just kidding. So I think it's better for Lisa or Hakim to answer that question.
All right, sure, not sure. Yes, Linda, you can do so, but there are a few things that you need to know before commencing a legal action. First, it costs a lot of money, and there is no guarantee that you will win in the case. And second, it takes a long time compared to this session. Court cases could take years to settle compared to this ADR method, and I really don't encourage or suggest you to commence a legal action or filing a formal complaint.
That is very true, Lisa. I would like to add the point from my partner, mediator partner. Uh, Additionally, even if your complaint is true, like very, very true, uh, these things could really heavily affect your reputation in the office first. And second, it will affect also your relations with the people in the office. Though you are right to complain, I know it is your right to complain, to feel like I feel uncomfortable, I feel like I have been objectified, and etc. etc. But this could heavily impact your long-term relations with the person around you, either positively or negatively. So there is uncertainty at the end of the line. Hence, I also don't suggest you to go for a formal action. Please, so continue try to resolve this dispute with us first. Okay?
Okay, I understood. But what can I do? I really feel uncomfortable with Bob's action though. What but what you guys are saying is true. I guess I should just be frank with Bob about his actions.
Well, Linda, yes, you should. Maybe we can talk it out with Bob. Because based on yesterday's session, he also thought that you were okay with the calendar since you didn't say anything for years about it.
Okay, sure. Hopefully you guys can talk it out with Bob about his action. And one more thing, what are the consequences of his actions? Honestly, I would still bring a formal complaint for sexual harassment if he insists on keeping the calendar, but that's my last option lah.
Mhm. Understood, Linda. We will try to talk it with Bob, okay? Just to advise you on the upcoming session with Bob and also face to face with him later, could you be a bit more gentle to him? I honestly, I as a mediator, I feel like you are a bit too strong to him in telling him about the calendar. I think it's maybe just a misunderstanding and a miscommunication. So I really hope that you could be more gentle to him. I know it's hard for all of us to settle this in a good terms, right? But all of us wanted to settle this problem in a good way. So I really need a positive vibe from all of you, especially from you, Linda. Okay.
Okay. I am sorry for yesterday's session. I was a bit emotional since Bob seems too egoish with his attitude when I told him about the calendar. I will try to be more gentle.
It's okay. Good.
Good.
That would be very, very nice, Linda. Anyway, I think this is end of our session. Is there anything you guys would like to add, Linda, Nat?
No.
No. Okay. Right. So we will meet you in the joint session at 10 a.m. after we meet with Bob later. Right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and good morning, Bob. How are you today?
Waalaikumsalam. Alhamdulillah, everything is fine. After yesterday's session, I really cooled off.
Alhamdulillah. Okay. So Bob is here. Nat is also here from the previous session. So can we start our session straight away, Bob?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So Lisa?
All right. So now we are in a private session where you can tell me, you Bob, can tell me what is you are seeking in resolving this dispute. But before we start, I would like to inform you that this session is private and confidential. Hence, whatever you are discussing here will not be shared to the other side. I would like to remind you that we are in no position to tell you how to solve the dispute, as we are only facilitating you in reaching a settlement. So Bob, you may start telling us your concern and your side of the story without worry, okay? We will not judge you as a bad guy or good guy. Don't hesitate to tell us your feeling, okay?
All right. Okay, understood. Okay. Well, honestly speaking, the truth is that I don't really understand how this situation turned out like this, right? I was just being myself, a regular Joe at the office, right? I do not have any intention to actually upset anyone at my workplace. But in all the years that I have been working there, nothing has happened until Linda showed up, right? At first, she seems harmless, you know? Who would have thought that she is the one that causes this problem to occur, right? She and her self-righteous pride. Yes, I have model pics on my desk, and yeah, I sometimes crack jokes in the office, right? But it is actually just to lighten up the mood. It is all just for fun and to entertain myself. All right. I did not mean for it to actually offended someone. Uh, okay. As in this problem, I don't want to lose my pride as a senior member at the office over some problems that is not even mine. Actually, it is the personal problems of Linda. Right. She should have dealt this matter on her own, and because she is an adult, right? So she has the option to either care or to actually look at the photo at my own desk. Okay, so why am I the one that should actually give in to the orders of others, right? I think and everybody in the office have their own rights, and I simply exercising mine. Do not I have my own right too?
I see. Okay. However, Bob, I as a woman also would misunderstood you and your action earlier because it could be interpreted as sexual harassment. I understand you did not
Oh,
intentionally to
is
do
it?
so. Bob, have you done any sexual jokes to Linda? She said that you usually make.
Oh, she did mention that, huh? Well, actually in the office, I quite often make jokes to everyone actually, not her alone, but yeah, I think there is a double meaning towards my jokes, but I never intended for it to be sexually offensive. And yeah, if she is talking about this matter, if she wanted to actually brought this matter to court, do I have a chance to actually win? Assistant.
Bob, do you know that sexual innuendo jokes and putting sexy photos publicly are also sexual harassment?
Oh, I haven't noticed about that.
Okay, Bob, let me explain here. Sexual innuendo jokes and putting the photos of the beautiful woman can also be considered as sexual harassment. Even me, I will misunderstood about your action. So
Even
it's
though
not
I do not have the intention.
yes. So let me explain here first, okay?
All right,
Let me
okay.
explain. It's not only when you are touching the woman physically, it also can be verbal and also visual too. So these actions can make them feel offended. And when Linda saw those photos, she felt uncomfortable. I understand that you like these things so much, but you may keep it to yourself privately. It's okay if you want to put maybe some artists or K-pop idols on it, but not nude pictures of women in the public. It will make others misunderstand you. So everyone is not the same. Okay, some of them can maybe they can accept it, but mostly different people have different moral value, so mostly they can accept it. If you bring action to the court, you may fail or succeed, as it depends on the circumstances. um, okay, do you know your actions will allow Linda can sue you for sexual harassment? So, Bob, you should be grateful that she only wants to go for mediation to solve this problem. Okay, Bob?
Yeah, I I actually never thought about this. I never really intend to actually offended her with my jokes and my calendars. I never thought about it to be a sexual harassment. You know, I only thought that if you do something towards her, then it would be considered as a sexual harassment.
Bob, I understand. Okay, as a senior in the office, you should know and take note about it. Okay, Bob?
Yeah. All right. Thank you for that.
All right. I agree with Lynn. I agree with Nat actually. I think this is just a case of misunderstanding between you and Linda. And plus, I really think there is a lack of communication between you guys. Linda said that Millie is also uncomfortable with the calendar. Did you know about that?
No, I thought she was okay with it since everybody was silent, right, in the office regarding all of those things, right? So
I
yeah.
see.
So
I guess you guys really need to improve your communication skills between the office members. So my tips is always be frank. Always be frank with each others. And Bob, as a senior, especially you need to be conscious. I don't really target this on you, but then as a seniors, like what Nat said, in office environment, you really need to take note these things, because this is a very what we call this is a very serious offense. Sexual harassment
yeah.
common in nowadays. So be frank, be conscious, and be considerate, especially when you are sharing a common areas with others. Okay, Bob?
Yeah, I guess so too. I actually can agree with you about that. Honestly, if it is not for this mediation session, I actually would not know about this, about my mistakes. All right, so yeah, I think I should actually make amends lah towards her, or
Right,
actually
Bob.
towards everyone in the office lah, since I actually offended everyone mostly, probably.
All right, Bob. Okay, it's okay. It's okay, Bob. Now you know everyone made a mistake, and now the most important part is that you learn from it. I guess now we know how to settle with Linda.
Yeah, I do realize my mistakes, but I actually have something I want to ask you guys to help me on. Actually, I kind of afraid with Linda, right? Since she always bring this negative vibes towards me, you know. It feels like she always come very strong towards me instead of everyone else. She does seems nice, but when it comes to me, she is very very strong. So it makes me quite uncomfortable about that too.
Okay, I see. It's okay, Bob. Don't worry. We will figure it out for you too.
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Miss Lisa.
Well, is there anything you would like to add, Bob? Nine?
Yeah, as of now, no. Nothing.
No, so far, no.
So I guess this is the end of our private session with Bob. But before I end this session, I would like to recap and advise you based on our discussion just now. So basically, it is just a misunderstanding between you and Linda for a very long time. And I guess the calendar is really just the tipping point for Linda with you. And I think you can agree with me, Bob.
Yeah.
Okay, so I hope both of you could settle it mutually in a good way. Maybe apologize and try to remedy your mistakes.
Yeah, sure. I've been thinking about it too. I think it is better for me to actually apologize to her and actually make amends towards my office mates, because I want to make sure that I have a very good relationship with all of my friends there.
That is a very good choice, Bob. I
Yeah.
congrats you for making the choice. No worries. Me and Lisa as the mediator, we will sort these things out for you. So see you in time.
Yeah, right. Thank you.
So we will be having a joint session after this. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. Hello guys. Well, we meet again today. So thank you to Linda, Nat, Bob, and also Hakim for waiting. So I really hope our private session just now is successful, fruitful. So now we are entering our second session with all of the parties here, and I hope we can come up with an agreement at the end of our session. Is it okay?
Yeah.
Linda, Bob, will you guys be okay if I share the information from our private discussion?
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Yes.
Okay. So I will summarize the discussion between us and Bob. So first, from what I can see, uh, sorry. I'm summarizing for Linda's side. So from what I can see, based on our discussion just now, is that Linda is a very strong woman. I can see that. She has her own stance. Linda, you have your own stance, and you really can't tolerate with bullshit. That is you. So you can be very gentle, but most of the time you tend to be aggressive, quite aggressive actually, Linda. So this could really give an impact either positively or negatively based on people's circumstances. This is actually a good thing, but can also be a negative things. But as we can see, Linda, you might came a bit too strong towards Bob in addressing the issue. Uh, Bob, Linda actually simply didn't like the calendar as she felt it is too sexual. She feels like you are looking at women as a sexual object instead of respecting them. She also felt uncomfortable with all your jokes and your witty remarks, as she feels like you are doing innuendo jokes. But believe me, she is also a considerate person, despite her strong appearance against you. So I would like to add that she actually really respects you as a senior in the office, Bob, and that is a plus point for you. She basically wanted you to remove the calendar and hope that you would be more conscious of your action. Isn't that right, Linda?
Yes, Hakim, that is very true. Oh, you've summarized my feelings perfectly, yeah? Bob, I'm sorry if I offended you, okay?
Yeah, it's okay.
All right. Thank you, Hakim. Thank you, Linda. To summarize our discussion with Bob, Bob actually admit and agreed to his mistake, but he would like to emphasize that he simply did not realize his mistake. Okay, Linda? Bob is just a funny and likable guy, isn't he?
Yeah, but sometimes he can be a bit arrogant and sarcastic towards me.
All right. That I understood, Linda. Okay, no worries. Everyone has their own character, their own colors. So it's just a matter how we deal with them. And again, I would like to highlight that Bob admit his fault, admit his mistake, and he thinks that this is just a misunderstanding and miscommunication between the two of you. He did not want these things to go any further because he thinks that this issue is small and it will be such a hassle for you to go through a legal process.
Yeah, that is true what have been summarized by Miss Lisa. I am actually very sorry about that.
So after hearing from both sides, I think both of you can come with a win-win solutions that will please both of your concerns, your satisfactions. So say any idea that come up to your mind, and try to come up with as many ideas as possible, so we have multiple options.
Yes, that's true, Hakim. And please do not judge or discuss any of the ideas until both of you, Bob and Linda, presented your solution, your ideas. Bob, Linda, are you okay with this?
Yeah.
All right. So if you're okay, can we start with Bob and then we can move to Linda?
Okay. Yeah, sure. All right. On this matter, actually, I respect Linda's opinion. But before I start, I wanted to clarify again to Linda that everything that I have done, I have never intended to be sexually offensive towards you, and I never intended to actually harass you sexually nor mentally, right? Honestly speaking, I am actually thankful for your decision to come up with the mediation sessions, since rather than going for a straight formal complaint towards me, because that would be a big problem for us both lah. So I really thank you for that, and I am also thank you for you that you being considerate towards my work, since if I were to lose towards you in the court, I might actually lose my jobs lah. Yeah. However, though, I wanted to ask towards you, Linda, that I hope that you could actually be more frank and bit more gentle when talking to me, since you can be a little intimidating sometimes. Yeah. Since when I think about it, that you are actually not a very harsh or strict person. You are a very gentle and nice person, since I always since you talk with the others office mates, right? But yeah, when it comes to me, after what I have done towards you, I think I can understand why you actually act like that towards me. So I would like to apologize towards you for making any inappropriate jokes, and I would like to apologize also for the calendar that I have been putting on my desk for this past year. And I think that is all for me.
Understood. So Linda is just a straight and a strong woman. So Linda, how about you?
Thank you, Hakim and Lisa. I'm sorry. I realized that I might have come off too strong on you when I confronted you on the matter. Honestly, I did that because I felt that you have crossed the line and made me and Millie feel uncomfortable about it. But when I think about it, I should have talked to you gently and told you how I felt when you put up those pictures or when you make double meaning jokes. I would like to apologize to you for being harsh when I confronted you about it.
So after this, can you guys agree? So I believe that Miss Linda would want Bob to remove or hide the indecent pictures of the woman. And Bob, can you agree to do so?
Yeah, I will agree with that. I will actually
And
remove all of that.
and also about the jokes or all the witty remarks, I think both of you can settle it out of these sessions on which jokes can be accepted and which jokes is not acceptable. That is very subjective, so you guys both can be frank more on each other about that. So again, for that, can you also agree to be a bit more conscious, to be a bit more careful, to be a bit more respectful between each other, and always be frank? I really hope. Can you guys do so?
Yeah, I will try. I'll try my best.
So as we can learn from this mediation, the problem is very small actually, but it is just simply a matter of miscommunications, and also basically a miscommunication between you guys and a misunderstanding. So since both of you are agreeing to take down the calendar and to apologize to each other, uh, so you guys agree with all the solutions, with all the agreements, with all the solutions that I have just said just now.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
So are you satisfied with the solutions, Linda? Bob?
Yeah.
Yep.
Uh,
All
Lisa?
right. So yes, I'm glad. Actually, I'm actually glad that I can see that both of you have mutually agreed on a solution, right? So before we truly end our session today, Nat, is there anything that you would like to add before we wrap up our session?
Yes, thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Hakim. I would like to add that both of you need to be aware of your agreed solution to your dispute. Um, so either of you can choose to take legal actions if the same issue happens again. I hope both of you have learned something new and won't repeat the same mistakes. I think that's all.
Mhm. Thank you, Nat. I believe that we have come to the end of our session. Again, I would like just to remind, even though that our mediation session is not binding, but I hope you guys could take this issue in a proper way and just always remember the consequences of our legal actions, like have been explained by my partner Alisa and also me from our first session. So thank you everyone, especially Linda and Bob for your cooperation and understanding throughout this mediation process. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Assalamualaikum.
Okay,
Waalaikumsalam.
Waalaikumsalam.
Waalaikumsalam. Thank you all.